Hello, we're down at Wellington Country Park in Reading. It's now the end of March. Just before lunchtime yesterday, another dream was fulfilled when I actually caught my fifth 50 in as many months. At the back end of November, I was in Bramble Bay in a swim called the Up and Over, and I actually had a fish called Scruffy Bob at over 56 pounds, my first English 50. You know, it's a 7-year dream. I've tried and tried and tried, and at last it came true. Then the following month I came down and it happened again. I had another one. I'm pretty sure that was shoulders at over 51 pounds. Then in January I had one of the big ghosties at just over 50. Then towards the back end of last month, I was fishing a different swim but a similar sort of area, and I managed to bag an absolute brute of a carp called Willow at over 59 pound. And then yesterday, just before lunchtime yesterday, I had a really finicky take, did a couple of little things. I took the hanger off, pulled the line out of the line clip, slightly loosened the clutch, and all I could hear was this click, click, click. So I tightened the clutch up, picked the rod up, wound down into it, and then a little while later I had a fish called Small Pegs at 52 pounds 6 ounce in the net. It's been an absolutely fantastic winter, and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. Right, here we are. This is one of my hook bait presentations. I need to tell you a little story first. I've used Gardner Mirage exclusively up till November last year. And then I started fishing at range. And I was given a spool of Gardner HD in 15 pound to try out. Such a silky smooth line. Spooled up with that, and I just haven't looked back. I mean, I'm fishing 3 rods out at range, probably one at about 130 yards, one about 135, and then the right hand rod 140, and it just flies off the spool. It's absolutely beautiful stuff to use. The other added bonus to it is it sinks really well as well, which is everything I want. You know, you can get the distance, your line's going down, doesn't take that long to sink. What more could you ask for? Going on from that, I then come down to 1 metre of Camflex lead-free, and along the length of that, about every 6 inches, I've got some tungsten putty just to ensure that everything's pinned down really, really well. Then coming down a little bit further, we're going to a covert lead clip system with a 4 ounce lead, which is what I'm using to get out to the distances required. Coming from that, we've got approximately 10, sometimes 12 inches of Gardner trick link in 20 pound. Coming down from that, we've got a Gardner Mugger Covert dark hook in size 4, really sharp. And then a small ring, and then a bottom bait and a small tipper, just to give you that snowman presentation. It really sits beautifully in the water, and the fish have been absolutely nailed on this. It's a very, very simple rig to tie. I cut off about 14 inches of trick link. I then pass that through the eye of the hook, and I whip it down just so I'm either level with the point of the hook or slightly further down. So to get it level with the point of the hook, it's about 20 to 21 turns. If I go a little bit further, I'll probably go up to 25 turns. I then cut the tag end, put the little rig ring on, pass the loop, the end of the line back through the eye of the hook, cut it off, tag it, so I've got a nice sort of D-shaped, and that's the way it goes. It sits in the water beautifully. Scruffy Bob was hooked on a rig like this, and a few of the other fish when that hit I had in December. yeah, I'm happy with that. This is just one of the rigs I've used.